Good morning, Dr. Chiu. We are Group 12 SustainaByte team. Today we are presenting our project plan for the intelligent waste collection and monitoring system for our client, Dewan Bandara Kuching Utara, DBKU. I'm proud to be working with a team structured with 360-degree coverage of this project. I'm Wong Jing Yi, Project Manager of SustainaByte team. Working alongside me is Hui Ru, our technical lead who is managing the system architecture and deployment. Next, Chong Siat Yii is our financial analyst, ensuring we stay strictly on budget. Raphael Lai Yan En is our research analyst, who handles our data validation and risk assessment. And finally, Boon Sang is our documentation specialist, ensuring all our deliverables are up to standard. Together, we bring a blend of strategic planning and technical expertise to solving DBKU's waste management challenges. To give you some background on why this project is so critical, DBKU is currently facing significant inefficiency with their manual waste collection. Truck run on fixed schedules regardless of whether bins are full or empty, which leads to wasted fuel, causes high carbon emissions, and frequent public complaints about overflowing bins. To solve this, back in Assignment 1, we evaluated several options and selected the Amaru AI platform as our vendor. We are executing this project using a standard SDLC methodology. This ensures we move structurally from stakeholder analysis right through a construction and testing. By utilizing Amaru AI's IoT sensor, real-time field detection, and dynamic routing algorithm which collect only when the bins are full, we are shifting DBKU from a reactive manual operation to a proactive data-driven system that aligns with the Sarawak Sustainability Blueprint in 2030. However, moving into this final planning phase, we receive a critical directive from the client to optimize our resources. First of all, we were required to reduce our project schedule by 10% and cut our overall budget by 20%. This required a strategic replan. We could not simply do less. We had to work smarter. So, we adopted a strategy of fast-tracking our schedule and aggressively renegotiating our vendor contracts to meet these new constraints without sacrificing the system core functionality. Now, I'll pass the floor to our technical lead, Hui Ru, to explain exactly how we achieve the schedule targets.
I'm Hui Ru, and I will now explain how we met the client's directive to reduce the project timeline by 10%. Originally, the project was estimated to take 112 days. To meet the new constraint, we successfully compressed the schedule to 101 days, achieving a 9.8%, which is approximately 10% reduction. We did not simply remove tasks, instead, we applied a fast-tracking strategy. Specifically, we identified tasks that could be performed simultaneously rather than sequentially. We overlapped the stakeholder analysis with system specification in the planning phase and ran architecture design concurrently with logical design during the execution phase. This allows us to absorb the time cut without compromising the quality of the system. As you can see, the project end date shifted to 7 April 2026, which is 11 days earlier than the original one.
So this is our latest WBS table, and this is the updated Gantt chart, which is after the 10% reduced schedule.
Moving to our implementation strategies, we evaluated three different conversion strategies. We explicitly rejected direct cutover because it was too risky. A single system failure could disrupt waste collection citywide. We also rejected parallel conversion because running both the manual and smart systems simultaneously would double the workload and exceed our reduced budget. In the end, we selected the phased conversion strategy, This approach allows us to roll out the Ameru AI sensors zone by zone. It provides two critical benefits. First, it mitigates risks. If an issue arises in, for example, zone A, we can fix it before it affects the rest of the city. Second, it is resource efficient. It fits perfectly within our limited IT resources and compress a 101-day schedule, ensuring a smooth transition for DBKU.
Hi, my name is Chong Siat Yii with matrix number 98499. Now I'm moving on to the financial breakdown. I am pleased to report that we have successfully made the street, which is 20% budget cut, bringing our total project cost down from 200,000 ringgit to 160,000 ringgit. To achieving these savings without breaking the project, we execute three strategy moves. First of all is on hardware. We reduce our sensor hardware order from 250 to 200 units. We did this by removing sensor from low priority resident zones, keeping the focus on high volume commercial areas. Second is on software. We successfully negotiate our contract with the vendor, Arumi AI, by committing to a longer service term which secures significantly low subscription fees. And finally is on level. We replace expensive external consultants with internal DBKU staff for the installation and testing phase. This not only cut costs but keep the technical expertise in-house. With this change, we are now fully aligned with a new financial constraint.
Now I'm going to talk about the risk management, which is fundamental for the project success. The first one is technology risk, which is a platform downtown, and the impact is quite high as it disrupts the data flow. And our strategies is strict service level agreement SLA with financial penalties and manual override training for DBKU staff. And the second is the organization risk, with strategy priorities changes, and also the impact is quite high also, and scope will creep. Our strategy is to monthly alignment meetings with DBKU steering committee. Now moving forward to the project phase. The first one is initialize and conceptualize, and then is project charter and plan. And now it's the details of execute and control. And moving forward to the details of the close project and evaluate project success. Now moving forward to the project success, which the MOV. And we have three measurable outcomes. The first one is the operational cost, decreased by 33%. And reduction in fuel and labor expenses via optimized routing. Second is the sustainability, which decreased by 22%, and its reduction in fleet carbon emissions. And lastly is the public certification, which decreased 40%, decrease in waste-related complaints in test zones.
As we enter the final phase of the project, to ensure a professional and orderly handoff, we organize our project closure checklist into four key categories. All closure activities have been successfully completed across the four key areas. First, deliberate acceptance. Our technical leads verified that all 200 sensors in the dashboard are fully operational. All UAT issues have been resolved and the project management had obtained formal sign-off from DBKU. Second, operational transfer. System administrator credentials, API keys, and the access log have been handovers to the DBKU IT team. All operationals and training manuals have been delivered, and the long-term support agreement with Amaru AI is active. Third, administrative closure. All project documents have been achieved in the DBKU repository team members and have been released back to the department, and the key lessons learned have been documented for future projects. Finally, the financial closure. All vendor payment have been completed, expenses has been adjusted against the RM 160,000 budget, and all the project accounts are officially closed. In conclusion, the Intelligent Waste Collections and Monitoring System is a visible and high-value initiative for DBKU. The project delivers within a 101-day schedule and 160,000 budgets, achieving an outstanding result, including a 32% reduction in collections cost and 40% decrease in public complaints. The initiative delivers significant cost saving, improves public certifications, support the Sarawak Sustainability Blueprint 2030, and contributing to a cleaner and more sustainable environment. To end our presentation, we would like to thank the DBKU management and project team for their strong collaborations and support. That's all for our presentation. Thank you.